Hi, I'm back again. I looked at the last video and it said that the last time I did an update, I was 31 weeks. Can you guys believe that? I'm 35 weeks and 1 day now. So, and my C-section is scheduled for 36 weeks. So I actually got 6 days left. Yay! I just wanted to update from 31 week all the way to the current. I haven't been able to sleep as much. I've been having insomnia. I also wake up throughout the night with acid reflux and heartburn. Oh my goodness, it's the worst. I'm talking about I'm waking up from a deep sleep with like throw up in my throat, and I'm like choking. My biggest fear is that I would like die or choke on my own throw up, and since I'm laying there and it just startles me and wake me up. So then I often find myself trying to toss and turn. Oh my goodness, on my right side, it's never a good idea to sleep on that side. It just hurts so bad. It makes the heartburn even worse. And then I talked to the nurses and everything, and they said that it kind of does. I can't remember exactly, but they said that it doesn't open up the airwaves or something. The left side is always the best, and it kind of helps out, but still, I still have the acid reflux and the heartburn. So the last time when I did my video, I think I spoke about the baby shower and everything and how much of a blessing that was. And since then, again, like I said, I'm going to elaborate on that acid reflux. I love being pregnant because I never got this far before. And I love the fact that I'm going to become a mom. I just had a moment this morning where I just broke down. I was like, I can't believe this is so surreal. In 6 days, I will be able to get to hold my little babies and see them and kiss them and hold them and do everything that mommies do. But I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if this pregnancy thing is for me. Like, I cannot complain. And you know, they say you forget all about the pain and everything that you went through, and that's why people have more. It just goes out the window once you see them. And I honestly can say that I haven't had like a horrible pregnancy, so it's not like I just been through it. And you know, some people have it worse during the hospital. They have to be in there for weeks and weeks and weeks on end. And I'm just complaining just a little bit, but I'm really not complaining because all of this is pretty much a joy to me. And like I said, I never got to this point before, but it's just new. So whenever something is new, you never experienced and it's different, you're kind of like, oh wow, like this is what pregnancy is at this last stage. So I just don't want anyone to think that I'm complaining, because I'm really not. It's just I'm stating fact. Like, I don't really know if this is for me. Maybe in the future I'll pop up pregnant again, and you know, maybe not through IVF. I don't know. I still got one embryo on ice, but if I were to naturally conceive, then that would be even more miraculously for me. But I'm not trying to do anything to get pregnant again. Let's put it that way. But if it happens, it happens. I'll be more than happy to take it. But other than the acid reflux, I did have a scare about a week and a half ago. I was at the hospital because at 34 weeks, I had to go in. Well, it was 33 weeks and 5 days and 33 weeks and 6 days. My doctor wanted me to go in so that way I can get the steroid shots to strengthen the baby's lungs. So I go in there on the 33 week and 5 day, which was a Tuesday, and they were like, well, we have to monitor the babies and we have to go ahead and put the contraction monitor on you. What supposed to take a 30-minute time frame, it ended up being 6 hours. I was like, are you kidding me? But it was all for good reasons. They wanted to make sure everything was okay. Well, apparently I was contracting every 6 minutes. Every 2 minutes. It went from every 2 minutes, then it went to every 6 minutes, and then it went to every 9 minutes, which I never even felt any contractions other than the Braxton Hicks of my stomach tightening up. So when they had me on the monitor, they were like, are you feeling these contractions? I said, no. I didn't even know what they were talking about. They were just like, well, we've been monitoring you for this past hour, and you've been having contractions every 2 minutes. I said, oh. And so they were like, well, we're going to have to check your cervix to see what your cervix is doing, because possibility you might end up delivering these babies today. And I said, well, you can check my cervix all you want. Nothing has changed because I have a permanent stitch there. And so they were kind of like, oh, well, I don't know what we're going to do if you continue to have contractions and you're not feeling them and your cervix is not changing, because that's a sign of labor. So they were like, we're going to hook you up to IV when we want to go ahead and give you some fluids, so that way the fluids can go ahead and see if that can calm down. Well, needless to say, it did. I didn't have to take any type of medicine to keep me from contracting. Apparently, I was dehydrated, which I normally drink fluid, but I had noticed 3 days prior to this that I was urinating more than I was consuming. So apparently it hit kind of hard, and it really took a toll. So to you ladies, please drink plenty of water, because it will cause you to have contractions. Maybe you'll feel it, maybe you won't, but who wants to have that scare and to be knowing that, like, look, you're contracting and there's a possibility you can have these babies early. So then I had a little bit of high blood pressure, which I never had before, but it went away. There was no big deal. So when I had to go repeat 24 hours later, my blood pressure was a lot higher this time, and it was more consistent with being high. So they were like, well, we don't have any protein in your urine, so it doesn't look like it's preeclampsia, but it could be a sign of an early stage of hypertension, and we need you to monitor this. So once again, a 30-minute visit turned into a 4-hour visit. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So they were like, well, you need to go ahead and take your blood pressure on a daily. If you have 2 high consecutive readings, then you have to come in so we can check it. We want to make sure everything's fine, which I understand that. So I'm not upset about any precautionary measures that they want to take. But I'm just like, wow, I never had these issues. And all of a sudden I take these steroid shots and here it is. So needless to say, they haven't said it. They only said that the steroid shots can raise my sugar. But I believe it raised my blood pressure as well, because here it is. A week later, almost 2 weeks later, I haven't had any blood pressure issues. I've been taking my blood pressure. My nurse, she finished up this past Wednesday with the progesterone shots. And she take my blood sugar on the, every time she come. It was normal. I went to the doctors. It was normal. So there's no issues there. So pretty much I just been having lack of sleep. I was able to sleep 2 days out this week, which was amazing. And I just thank the babies, like, hey, thank you so much. But then yesterday I had to sleep, as my husband said, like a zombie with my head against the headboard, because I had that bad acid reflux. So here I am, currently 35 weeks and 1 day. And like I said, I got 6 days left. And this is what the belly looks like. So it's still nice and plump and round, and it's there. It looked like it may have shifted. You can't really see the stretch marks, but I do have a couple stretch marks down here. They actually kind of feel like 3D stretch marks. They're popping out. And then my doctor told me, he's like, you're going to have abdominal reconstruction done. I guess apparently he sees something